Hello there. I'm in Malaga, Spain. Today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for some time, but I haven't really been up to talking about it. It's a pretty scary topic, really, depression. So the reason I think it's appropriate that I speak about it in terms of where I am and why, a big part of it is depression that I deal with. A lot of people are coming out and talking about it. We see so many people taking their lives, celebrities, public figures. So I think it's beginning to normalize it, you know? It's windy kind of thing. And more people, younger people I've met today, you know, they openly say I'm in therapy. And it's kind of like becoming normal, which is wonderful. Years ago, not so normal. But that said, my depression comes from, I think it was triggered by many things, going back to, you know, domestic violence in my home growing up as a child, sexual abuse, my marriage, the end of my marriage, many things. But in the end of my marriage, I was in a very dark place and without help. And I say that because I think it was chalked up to, well, you know, get a job, you know, that'll help everything, that'll make you feel better, you're not doing enough, so to speak. We were kind of just existing and being there for the family who was ill. So you get caught up in that and people check out and, you know, you're trying to save other people except yourself. You jump on board, you do what needs to be done. But I was in a really dark place and needed help. Now I know that. 8 years later, I needed help job hunting, I needed counseling. I did do some counseling, marriage counseling, and I ended up with a life coach. It's you do whatever it takes to save yourself, to be better, to get well, with or without help. You know, there's something in me that I know that it's a light. It comes from my mother, comes from love. Even in the darkest of places, I know that I am going to be okay. It's quite irritating, to be honest, sometimes, because you just want to wallow and be in the darkness and let it happen, you know? But I've never self-medicated. So, yeah, that said, I remember after my divorce being in Puerto Rico in my room, very dark room at the time, and just being in a corner, and I think I was having some beers. That was the extent of me medicating. I just remember thinking, this is why people take drugs. Yeah, I remember having that thought. And I was really upset at myself that I couldn't do it. But again, in retrospect, I'm glad I didn't, you know. I'm a person who likes to feel everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, and get through it. And I did that, and here I am. 8 years later, I'm good. I'm surviving. I found my drug. I've self-medicated, but in a positive way. I travel. I get up, I find a way, and I do it. And here I am in beautiful Malaga. Turning back because it's getting windy and a little chilly. But it's gorgeous here. Depression plays a really big part. And I think they're triggers, and some of those triggers come from, you know, people around us and places and memories. So I keep an eye on it. And you know, traveling keeps me happy. I'm most happy when I'm traveling, when I'm hopping a plane, figuring out where I'm going to be. I have no idea where my next stop is. And people often ask me, so what's your next stop? And I don't know. I'm gonna try to vlog as much as possible, but I want to share more personal things, and depression is a big part of it. I don't find that I'm as depressed anymore, and I think that's largely because traveling does something to the brain. It changed something. I'm meeting people from every walk of life. I have a global family. How many people can say that? Oh, did I go the wrong way? I think I did. I think depression is a part of us. I'm not sure if it's everyone, but there is that. It is part of me. I've had to embrace it, admit it, work through it. But I like to feel things, and even in the darkest times, I have those moments. But I also know that I'm going to be okay, and I do what makes me happy. And I have to stop giving a fuck what people think. Depression can live on. It could be a picture to trigger something. It could be a song. It could be a comment. But you just have to let go, move on, and be okay with it all. And that is easier said than done. It takes practice. It means that you must find yourself, find out who you are, find out what works for you, find out what love is, what is self-love. Before you can love anyone else, make sure you can love yourself. I preach it, I practice it. It is who I am. That means even before your parents, sometimes you need to put yourself first, or else you cannot be there for someone. You cannot give them love. And that can drain you. And in my case, it drained me and left me with my, personal issues, my demons to deal with. But yeah, figure out what works for you. Figure out what doesn't work for you. Travel has been my thing. It will continue until I die, probably. Even if I'm settled in a place, when I get settled, it will continue to be my thing, as old as I will be, as long as I'm given time on this earth. So go enjoy your life, all right? Seek out the thing that keeps you happy. Make happiness your goal. It's what I've done. Happiness is a goal. Not a job, not money, not a house. It's not those things. Yeah, we can appreciate things, but things that, that within reason, with everything in moderation, but spend time with yourself, Yeah, that's my spiel today on depression. I wanted to share that, and I want to thank you for listening. Remember, if something is not working for you, change it. All right? God bless.